Hi guys, and welcome back to another video Game with Powers. I'm Jake, and in today's video we're going to be doing an unboxing for Unsettled, the all-in galactic pledge. I think this was the Galaxy pledge, I think it was. A lot of awesome content here, guys. This pledge included the base game, 9 planets. They added 3 new planets to the game, and then added some different modules, as well as some stuff that's in this pack that I do not know. But rarely ever do I go, let me move this so you guys can see me hide behind all this content. Rarely ever do I go all in on a game like this, but something about this Unsettled game, just kind of, you know, that space theme, cooperative puzzle type game, really scientific-y, and just kind of exploration is what it seemed like. Look, it's like the game is really up to you, and it's really about having fun, and there's going to be a lot of different scenarios, and you can play these tasks, or really tasks, the way you want. It is not a campaign game by any means. It is a, I had one in front of me. It is a cooperative game that has just different survival tasks, is what they call them, and like I said, essentially scenarios. And so you're gonna have like these individual planets. Each planet is gonna have its own individual scenarios with challenges and things like that. They come in different levels. So there's up to 4 different levels, and that's supposed to indicate the challenge level of the game. Not really difficulty here, but they wanted to make it challenging in different ways. That's my understanding of the game. All right, this is coming to you guys from Orange Nebula. Okay, all right. So let's go down to the table where we got the base game here. So the base game is already opened, guys. Of course, you know, as soon as we got it a couple days ago, we had to bust out the base game and try it out. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the contents in here. So we have this monolith spores. Let's see what this is. Maybe these are like posters or something. Artwork. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I think these are just different artworks for each individual planet, or maybe different aspects of each individual planet, which is pretty cool. Some things about each planet, or different locations on each planet. Some of these look kind of familiar. What is this? Like the hover blossoms of Wenora, the monolithic spore pillars. So that's pretty cool that you got a bunch of these different artwork, pamphlet locations there. All right. Let me go ahead and move this over to the side. We got the base game here. The rule book, a pretty hefty rule book here, guys, going up to 40 something pages, but it does have a lot of appendixes and glossaries here for the game. And I know it's probably out of the screen, but it does a really good job of instructing you and telling you what to do. You know, you're going to have a lot of questions, but once you kind of read through everything, it kind of tells you exactly what they do and kind of answers a lot of those questions. All right. Next thing we have is the player aids. So really cool player aids here telling you everything that you need to know. All right. We have the first tray here, and actually let me flip this over so we can see this a little better. So the first tray is going to be this time track tray here. We're going to keep track of time and trust for the group. Okay. The second tray is going to be the resource tray here. So we have these data cubes that'll go there. You got your material cubes, and then you have these orange cubes right here, which are power that you'll be able to get. These black cubes are like scenario specific cubes that you will use based on the given planets. All right. The next one we have here, guys, is going to be the, I don't remember what board exactly this is called, but they'll have, this is where you're going to house Luna's card for that specific planet. You got your 3 buildings, the research hut, laboratory, and workshop, as well as some of the, man, I forgot what they call them. The, let me see what we got, what they're called really quickly. I want to say the breakthrough comprehension tokens. So we got the comprehension tokens there in regards to that. All right, nice game trays tray. And the last one, guys, this is going to be the planet specific board here, where you're going to house the opportunity discs, all right, the investigation tokens, and then we have the planet specific pieces that'll go in here. I don't know what you want to call them, planet specific tokens, I guess. I have it in here somewhere for a copy of the very first one, which we'll get to that in a second. But you have the tokens and things like that for that individual planet. I don't know what I'm trying to talk about. All right, just moving through. Okay. Then underneath that, we have the 2 planets that come in the base box, okay? So we have Wenora, okay? Wenora right here, planet number 1. And then we have planet number 2, Grakkis, okay? Before we dive into these planets here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the other components that we have in the box here. So we're going to have the 4 player boards here. So we got dual layer player boards in different colors, okay? All of them have the exact same starting abilities that you'll see, and then you'll have the opportunity to get more. So these are where you're going to put your dice. That's your avatar and your endurance, your insight, and your comprehension track, okay? What else do we got in here? So you can see we got some really cool dice. These are going to be, as I got rid of them. So we got some really cool dice in here, guys, that are each going to be considered one of your resources. So there's 3 types of die. There is the oh man, let me look at it real quick. I'm gonna have to look in the rule book to figure out what each of these dice are for these different attributes that you have. So the blue one is going to be robotics. The green one is going to be engineering. Well, no, those are the comprehension. The comprehension tokens. Your dice. Okay. So you got 3 dice here, guys, that are going to be. They call them focus cubes. Okay. And where is it going to be? Right here. So blue is awareness, green is wonder, and orange is energy, okay? So throughout the course of the game, you're going to be placing these cubes on these powers or these actions here. One of your cubes must go in the rest spot, but whenever you place a corresponding color of dice or the focus cube with that action, you also get a bonus. So for example, we'll take a look at this one right here. If you use that orange dice in this slot, you will also gain an insight for doing that as well, okay? So that stuff will incentivize you to use some of that stuff. What else do we got in here? We got the scarabs, okay? So there's 3 different scarabs that you can have in the game, okay? I believe under there are the miniatures. So these are the fantastic detailed miniatures in the game that you got right there. All right, and we got Luna down in there. Nice, thick, sturdy mold of Luna, which is really, really awesome. We got some tokens in here that are just going to use for, those are your avatar tokens and some other tokens as well. And what else do we got? We got some dice. These are going to be your research dice, so data and minerals, being able to collect some of these resources here. And then we got some of these powers. So these, you're going to, during the start of the game, you're going to shuffle this little tile deck and everybody's going to draw 2 and pick 1. And you're going to lay these on top of that normal ability. So this would go over the investigate ability. And then this is when trust comes into play, because you flip it over and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, all right? So that, I think, is pretty much everything in the base box, okay? The base version of the game. Now, remember, this is the Kickstarter version of the game, so some components are going to be upgraded. I do believe that the player boards might be upgraded here, and I think that's really it. But the game trays are awesome. Okay, So before I put these planet boxes in there, let's go ahead and dive into these planets. Let me go ahead and move some of this stuff around so you guys can see it. So we'll take a look at planet number 1. So this is Wenora, okay? I'll show you what some of these components are going to look like. So in each individual planet box, you're going to have a really another awesome game tray that is going to... I can get it out. There we go. You're going to have a really another awesome game tray that's going to be inside, that's going to house like all of your cards and all the components for that tray. And so you got like kind of this top part, which is going to hold all of these tasks, right? And then you got the bottom part, which is going to hold all of these specific things to this planet. So this is a fungal type planet here. So you are going to be looking at fungus, and then there's a little pamphlet for it. So it's icky, sticky, beautiful. Gives you all the information on Wenora, and then you'll open this, and it gives you the kind of introduction, gives you a setup guide for Wenora and any specific the challenges that you're going to face in here as well. So it gives you all the cards you need and give you some advice on how to handle this planet as well. So each planet that we have here is going to have an individual one of these. And so what's cool that if you don't want this top box, you can take that off and slide everything in there. If you guys do not have a if you guys have like, if they're sleeved, then you can put them in that way, all right? And then basically what it does is you put all the components back in there, and you just slide it back in there like that. You drop the rule book or the rule sheet right on top, and then bada bing, bada boom, right there. There is your first planet that you have available to you. So we have tried Wenora. All right, and we didn't get through the whole thing, but you know, really, it took us it's gonna take you a while to learn the game and get everything set up. But then I feel like once you get everything set up the first time, you're gonna be able to hit it right and running. All right, so let's take a look at Grakkis. Okay, so let's see on the back here. So it says Grakkis. Discover pathways to the skies to escape violent storms and enormous creatures that haunt the surface. Okay, so let's take a look at Grakkis. So this is a 2 out of 4 challenge level. We have the Petrified Wastes, okay? Petrified Waste here. Take a look at this quick setup sheet, planet primers. Shuffle the stack of energy storm cards. So it looks like there's going to be storm, some more primers, and a reference and an FAQ, okay? So these are these little tokens that I was saying will go, these little tokens right here, they're going to go in these slots right here of this board when you're playing the game, the planet-specific board. And these little things, basically, what you can do is you'll have, there's something called opportunities. And when you get that opportunity, you will be able to collect these little things or whatever they are and draw cards that will kind of help you survive some of the challenges with this planet. So, you know, we got a Bone Cube, Shelled Buddy, Stone Fruit Bulb, Accumulator Pylon, some Storms, all right. We got a Surge, we got the Storm, Above Grounded, okay. Let's go with that, and then let's see what else is in this nice little box. So, taking the top off here, we have the whole stack of cards, which I'm not going to bust into because this is going to be a long video if I take all that stuff out. So this is going to house all your cards, so your tasks, anything that's going to be related to this planet is going to be in here. So it looks like we got an Energy Storm, Ball, Lightning, Discharge, okay? Then under here, you're going to have all of the other small planet-specific cards. So there's going to be the Luna Primary Function card that's going to go on that board I showed earlier. And then all of these. So these are the cards that I was talking about, where when you collect these little, I don't know what you want to call them, they're not resources, but when you collect these objects, you'll place them down here at the bottom, and you'll be able to spend these and discard, and spend these things as long as you have the comprehension for it to be able to use the effect on that card, okay? So interesting planet that we got here. So this one looks like you're going to be dealing with storms, be taking stuff to the skies, and hopefully you guys will be able to survive. All right, so that is planet number 2, Grakkis. Okay, planet number 2, Grakkis. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're gonna move through the rest of these planets pretty quickly. So that's both of those. Let me just stack everything up and continue to move along. All right, so planet number 2 was Grakkis. Let me see if I can find planet number 3. Let me get this knife out of here. So that's 7. That's, what is this one? That's 6. So I got 7, 6. This is 5. This is 4. So then 3 must be under here. Okay, so planet number 3. This one is called Zehronn. All right, Zehronn. This says cautiously explore a crystalline crypt to commune with ancient beings and access long forgotten alien memories. All right, interesting. But look. We tried the game the first time. Again, like I said, it took a really long time just to learn and kind of get the ins and outs of the game. But once you really learn the ins and outs of the game, it actually moves fairly quickly in regards to playtime and things like that. I'm going to have to move all this over here. So let's bust open Zehronn. So this is a challenge level 4 out of 4, okay? So you're going to encounter a lot of difficult challenges, and I'm having a difficult challenge of opening this planet box. Okay, so we got the crystalline tomb. Okay, I think what I'll do for these is maybe read the introduction of the planet just very quickly on the inside if there is one, but I don't see an introduction. Okay, so we'll read kind of the first sentence. So Zehronn is a labyrinth construct of beautiful crystal. Upon landing, we are approached by a pyramid-shaped beings who call themselves guardians. All right, I'm not going to go ahead and go through the rest of that, but taking a look at this, so we got some setup here for that. Planet primers, attunement from discoveries. Okay, some more planet primers, a reference and FAQ guide. Interesting. So crystalline planet here. All right. So we got some Zehronn crystals, or maybe they're all just called Zehronn crystals because they're from the planet Zehronn. Some nice emerald maybe looks like. All right. We got a dimensional destabilizer building that you can build. All right. And then let me just leave that in there. We'll pop this off and see. So we got childhood lost. Okay. For the remainder of the game, you may freely flip your personality tile to the side of your choice as a free action. That is interesting. You experience and absorb an alien memory if it becomes part of you, as if you lived it yourself. Your heart shatters as you feel the collective pain of a generation of young minds as they are ripped from their bodies and absorbed into the crystal, where they combine with those adults, gaining experience, knowledge, and understanding far beyond that which they are ready to receive. Interesting. Spoiler alert right there, Task C, Luna is unleashed there. And then last thing we'll go here is the deck of cards for this. Liquefy into serum and inject. So you would discard this to increase 3 of your dice by 1, or you can increase 1 of your dice by 3. However, you get 3 increases on your dice. All right, so interesting crystalline planet that we have there. That one looks very difficult. Looks like, I mean, it's 4 out of 4 in terms of a challenge. So that is definitely gonna approach you with that. Okay, let's go to box number 4. Okay, box number 4. We have Yendraal. All right, box number 4. We got Yendraal. So delve into a labyrinthian coral construct with flash floods at every turn, but tread lightly lest you anger the planet itself. Interesting. Okay, so this looks like a water planet. Maybe it's a sentient water planet here. where you're going to be trying to dive into lakes. I don't know, lakes, something. We'll figure it out. Planet itself is alive. The vines are going to come from above and get you. Okay, so we got Yendraal here. This one was a lot smoother. So, okay, Forged in Flood. Yendraal is beautiful, a massive coral ecosystem. It thrums with vibrant, colorful life. Eternal, ever-changing tides ebb through every corner of the planet, spreading nutrients, vitality, and a sense of constant motion to their living world. All right, interesting. Let's see what we got here. There's an introduction. Have I been missing these introductions for all this stuff? Yendraal is a massive coral body controlled by a sentient core and ravaged by ever-shifting tides that flood nodes without warning. If you're to survive here, you will need to navigate the floods, which cause distress, while also maintaining favor with the planet itself, primarily by helping relocate discoveries to their proper habitats, which will mean entering the floods. Each time a planetary trigger is reached, the floods will move and you will resolve the effects of your current standing with the planetary core. Oh, and you also have your own tasks to deal with. It might be one of those days. All right, well, you're dealing with floods. So here's some of the components and the different types of things that we're going to experience here on this planet. Some broccoli coral there. We got some discovery things. I wonder if we're going to put these over our abilities, granting us some new abilities. All right, let's take a look at the box here. Just pull this one out, it's easier. So rebooting the ecosystem. Interesting there. There's our nice little spoiler, 5 out of 6 survival task. Okay, now, taking a look at any of these cards, and then here's our cards down here at the bottom. What's one of these? Arouse glowing enzymes. Interesting. Distribute up to 2 explorers within 2 nodes, 2 insight, and 2 increases of dice. All right, well look, that is planet number 4, being forged in the flood. What is that? Yendraal. All right, that's called Yendraal planet number 4. Interesting. I feel like Cierra might like that one because it is a water planet. This is a challenge level 3 out of 4. All right, moving on to planet number 5. All right, planet number 5, we have Strannos. Strannos right here, guys. So navigate a swirling mass of metallic asteroids and floating lava, held together by rampant magnetism and polarity fields, okay? Interesting. So lava planet now. Lava planet with asteroids. So let's see what we're bringing to the table. This one is a challenge level 4 out of 4. Okay, 4 out of 4. I would assume so. If you're bringing in lava, that's always going to be a big problem. Always going to be a problem. Molten death, okay? Definitely don't like how that sounds. So Strannos has no central body or core. It is a swirling amassment of volcanic asteroids, metal, and floating lava, all held in loose formation by a low-gravity magnetosphere. Interesting. Okay. So setup, planet primer. Let's read some of these planet primers. Okay. The environment of Strannos will behave differently than most other planets. Nodes will rotate and switch locations, and you will leap or be slung between them in wild ways. Sometimes you'll need to reposition nodes in the environment, actually moving them around to achieve your goals. If that weren't enough, the world's metallic materials stick to your suit and cause and manner of complications. Also, there's lava in the sky, and the sun is imploding. So good luck and all that. Wow, that sounds... that does not sound very fun, okay? So we got some creatures here. Tar creature, interesting. Metalloid egg, you got 2 buildings, a rare metals extractor, and a polarity funnel there that we can build. And let's see what some of these secrets here. So the burden of magnetic materials. Interesting. There's your little sneak peek of what a survival task would be. And then let's see what we got here. So it says melt down and smear liberally. Discard, remove all materials stuck to you, then place yourself up to that many spaces away. All right. Okay, so that is Strannos. All right, the Molten Death Planet. All right, is that on correctly? I don't think I put that one on correctly. It doesn't seem to be sticking. All right, anyway, Strannos, the molten death planet of lava. Not a lot of components there for that one, but you know, sometimes you don't need a lot of components when you're about to die continuously on this planet. Okay, planet number 6. What do we got? We got Kaelyfos. K, the E is going to be pronounced something different. So Kaelyfos, something like that. This is going to be a 3 out of 4 here. All right, this is going to be a 3 out of 4 challenge level. Let's see what we got. So Kaelyfos, hunt for clues that could lead you home while being hunted inside the drifting planet-sized head of a monstrous ancient being. Wow, all right, so this one, you are trapped in the head of an ancient being here. Welcome to paradise. In an effort to prove that the reality of space travel is far more illustrious than the fictions we read as kids, the universe has provided this stately destination, the massive severed head of an ancient celestial being floating with a comfortably lifeless calm through the dark recess of existence. Interesting. Okay, let's see what we got here. Planet Primer. So, meet terrors. On Kaelyfos, you are being hunted. Monstrous parasitic beasts, quickly dubbed bloodsuckers, pursue you at every turn. You'll have to balance avoiding the monsters, luring them into traps, and finding what you need to survive, which may sometimes mean traveling into the horrific depths of the head. Interesting. All right, very interesting there. And look at all these different things, man. Toothy tendril, strange pathogen, bloodsucker limb, baby bloodsucker, bloodsucker noggin. Jeez Louise, this is a bloodsucker traps. Whoa, bloodsucker nest. Whoa, look at these creepy things, man. That is wild. Okay, this one is definitely creepy here. Creepy planet. Well, it's not even a planet. It's the head of a giant ancient being. All right, let's see what we got here. So there's your sneak peek of the survival task. What do we have? Bloodsucker behavior. So it looks like bloodsuckers are going to be out and about trying and get you. So you're going to have to avoid them in the combat there. And what do we got? Stomp vehemently. There we go. Discard. Place all bloodsuckers within 2 nodes of you onto your node. Bloodsucker attacks have no effect on you this turn. You stomping them out. Give them the boot. Give them the boot. All right, that one definitely looks interesting. What was that? Was that a 3 out of 4? All right, that was a 3 out of 4 challenge level for this planet. Kaelyfos. Kaelyfos. Get the bloodsuckers back in there. Those creepy things. Kaelyfos or Kaelyfos. Something like that. I don't know. All I know is a creepy alien head is not what I am about. All right, number 7. Planet number 7. We're getting close. So the next 3 planets, guys, are going to be 3 of the new planets that they have added to the game with this Kickstarter here. You have Koguya. All right. Untangle an ever-changing knot of vines to reveal hidden secrets and the means to go on. All right. So we have Koguya here. All right. Let's go ahead and bust this open. And let's see what we got for Koguya. All right. It's going to be fun trying to stack all this stuff in one of these shelves. So limb from limb, a knotty knot of vines and other tangly vegetation, Koguya better resembles a rubber band ball than a planet. Wow. All right. Let's see what we got here. Planet Primer. Overview, end of the vine. The environment on Koguya is dynamic, varied, and full of motion. Sometimes this is great as you'll be able to swing, bounce, and sling yourselves around with relative ease. Sometimes this is less great as the planet will likewise be able to swing, bounce, and sling you around with relative ease. Maybe the vines just really want you to witness all the beauty of their world has to offer. Maybe they want to rip you apart. Maybe both. Interesting, Luna keeps going on about tunnels between the vines. tunnels in the vines, and so on. Probably something to pay attention to. All right, so vines, tunnels, different things like that. Look at all these funny vines: fractal lens, vine interface, springly vines, pokeball, resonating device, tickly tendril fruit. All right, ooh, we got multiple of these. All right, this is the first one that has a node available, so we get to take a look at the gurgling secretion pools. All right, interesting. And there is a tunnel down there in the bottom left-hand corner. Interesting. Stop. Read before you proceed. All right, well, we are not proceeding there because we don't want to spoil anything. And this one, unfortunately, you guys get to look at what a distress card is. All right, so whenever you need to take a distress card, you'll lose trust. And trust is something that you want to try and maintain at all points in the game, because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of negative effects. All right, so we got vines. We got vines that can bounce. You all around swing. You got tunnels in the vines. You got a rubber band planet. Interesting. Okay, so that is planet number 7. Koguya, challenge level 1 out of 4. All right, last 2 planets that we got here, guys. We got planet number 8. We got Gniir, maybe is what it's called. So seek understanding in a frozen silent world of sentient snow and haunting mysteries. Oof, that's gonna be a one right there. Sentient snow. Never heard of that one before. Let's see if I can get this open. All right. So sentient snow. Let's see what we got. If I can get this open. All right. Frost in translation. So Gniir is entirely covered in snow, ice, mystery, and fear. It is achingly, disturbingly cold. Despite all this snow, the world is almost completely devoid of weather in the traditional sense. There is no Earth-like water cycle. No new precipitation falls. While the snow is chemically the same as the water-based snow found on Earth, this snow just inexplicably exists, and it exhibits some strange behaviors in that it exhibits behaviors. The snow appears to move on its own, swirling itself into blizzard-like flurries of frozenness and crawling across the landscape in waves of undulating frost that seem alive. Wow, that's creepy. All right. Planet Primer. Paradise Frost. Surviving Gniir, I don't say Gniir, is about seeking protection from the elements, those you can see and those you can merely sense. Simply existing in this world with your soft minds and softer bodies is dangerous. The strange present haunting the surface will unnerve you, causing you to obtain distress on each of your turns, unless you're able to find ways to attain the protective property for yourself and your crewmates. This won't be easy. Snow will impede your movement, snow that moves on its own, and that seems deeply dedicated to getting in your way, okay? This is actually a challenge level 2 out of 4. All right, so we got some of these things that you can pick up, research stuff. Some snow, looks like protected snow that we got there. Again, another node. We get to take a look at these glacier pillars here. If I can get this out. So here's what another node would look like. That's pretty awesome. The artwork in this game is phenomenal, guys. Glacier pillars. On the back, we see a survival task. What is and what should never be. All right, nice little spoiler for you. And we get another distress card there at the bottom. All right, planet number 8. Another new planet that was introduced in this new Kickstarter. Some more content, as if 6 planets was not enough. We gotta throw in some more planets. All right, all the content all the time for Unsettled, man. Okay, so that is planet number 9. Actually, I messed up. That's planet number 9. Okay, I thought that was planet number 8. Planet number 8. We'll skip this. Planet number 8 is a Blackout. Okay, this is a challenge level 3 out of 4. All right, Blackout. Restore power to the Scarab before a malfunctioning Luna puts your lights out for good. Oh no, Luna has malfunctioned. She's got a virus, and that virus is saying destroy all human life on the Scarab. Okay, so that last one, Gniir, is planet number 9. This is planet number 8, but technically not a planet. You're on the Scarab trying to protect yourself here. Okay, trouble at home. Things have gone the way they tend to, only this time we didn't even make it off the ship before things went weird. A catastrophic incident has left the Scarab adrift, a mess, and aflame. To make matters worse, Luna has been compromised, and not in a oh no we have to help Luna type of way, but more of a oh no we have to help Luna so she won't kill us a whole bunch type of way. That is pretty funny there. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Planet Primer. You were on your ship, the Scarab. There has been a little mishap to the extent that you're probably all going to die. Power is off across the ship, but even more importantly, Luna sees you as a threat. To survive, you must complete your survival task while somehow also stopping Luna from stopping you. You will need to restore power to the ship's various rooms to gain access to the ship's system and other actions to help you accomplish your goals and keep Luna at bay. Oh no, there's evil Luna. Evil Luna, maybe we get a person to help us. Oh, no, we get an evil version of Luna. Ooh, portable hole, classic tripwire. We've got some things to help beat up Luna here. And what is this? These are some restore power to this node to flip it. So this is the organic stowage. So this is what a dark node. So we got no power there. And we got some opportunities on the back. Those are the things that you can investigate. And what do we have? We have another distress card, covered in disturbing liquid. All right, so that is another distrust card right there. Let me put this back the way it was. All right, so planet number 8. Really, you're going on your Scarab there. So that is going to be a 2 out of 4, I believe, challenge level. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 challenge level. All right, guys. Well, look, those are all of the planets. But, whew, we are not done. We are not done. We got some extra last-minute content here. We got some scientific specializations. We got some scientific fascinations. And we got this little mystery package that we're going to save for last, okay? For the sake of time, I'm not going to actually bust into these, but I'm just going to show you on the back. So the scientific specializations are going to be boards that you can put on the edge of your player boards themselves to give you additional powers. So for example, in this example, if you had this BioWeaver attached to your board and you had a robotic comprehension or the chemistry comprehension, you would be able to use these abilities, okay? You know, basically just says you're a professional, or your training says pick your unique understanding to use to unlock powerful abilities to set you apart and increase your life expectancy, okay? So just a different module that you can do in order for that. The last one is this scientific fascinations expansion. Kind of the same thing. You're going to be able to have a board that you can put on the edge of your player board. Now, my understanding is you can only use one of these because they're both going on the right side of your board. You can see there. So you have to choose which one you want. But this one, the scientific fascination, same thing. Whenever, I believe though, like whenever you would gain an insight, you can put a cube in here to be able to use these abilities. You spend all 3 of your cubes to take these abilities. Now, what's good about this one is you notice they all have things like gravity, cognition, automation. These are going to give you statuses for certain planets. When you're on that planet, depending on a status you have, you might get bonuses. And so using these are going to be able to get you permanent bonuses for being on that planet if you have a planet that matches. So this is the Scientific Fascinations module. This is the Scientific Specializations module. All right, last thing we got, guys, is we got this little mystery package here. I don't know what it is. I thought it was maybe sleeves, but I know there were some promo packs here. that came in the game. Okay. That's what this is. So there was an expansion called Luna's Synthesizer, okay? So Luna's Synthesizer is basically going to grant you this thing that you can build. Another laboratory, or not really a laboratory, another building that you can build in your playthrough on a buildable spot. And comes with a Luna Synthesizer die, so you can add this purple die to the scan result that you want to do with Luna to put more resources out there as well. Okay, next we have this Luna Performance Assessment Logs. Okay, so these are going to be, let's open this up really quickly and see what one of these assessment logs are. Okay, so you got assessment logs for each of the planets. Let me grab one. Wenora. Okay, so here it's going to give you different ratings. You'll be able to assess yourself in doing that. Would be cool if you got like a Sharpie that you could, erasable Sharpie that you could constantly use on. So you can have one for each of the different 9 planets. All right, we got some Survival Task Pack 2, okay? So it's going to be for Yendraal, Strannos, and Kaelyfos. So contains additional survival tasks that you may regret returning to certain planet and Unsettled in the game. This is the Survival Task Pack 1 for Wenora, Grakkis, and Zehronn. Same thing, extra survival tasks for that planet. And then last but not least, we got the 2022 Avatar Punch Pack, okay? So different avatars that you'll put in that player board. All right, guys. Well, look, that is everything Unsettled. All in, all the content, Galaxy Bundle here. I know this is a long video. I'm going to try and wrap this up quick. Look, I'm very excited. I love the variability of this game. There's a lot of content here, but I love that each different planet is a challenge. It does different artwork. It's gonna make you think in different ways. But overall, at the end of the day, I think what really makes this game enjoyable is just the exploration of the what you want to do, like the scientific exploration of it, right? This game encourages you to take risks, encourages you to explore, encourages you to just do whatever you want. Like, hey, look, I feel like exploring this, I feel like taking that risk, I'm gonna do it, right? And sometimes it's actually required. So it just really seems really cool. The experience, it's a board game where the experience is what you make it, right? So if you make it into a great experience, you're going to have a great time, and I think that's what's exciting us so much. They really want you to dive into all that stuff. But if you enjoyed this content, guys, go ahead and drop a like. If you have not hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell for me. And as always, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, our channel, so we can keep bringing you more awesome content. All right, guys, y'all have a great one. Bye.